I so agree with this statement. And it's even more difficult depending on the level of college that you are applying to. If it's a low acceptance rate college or a highly selective college, it can become even more exhausting because you never know year to year what it is that they're looking for, because there are so many things behind the scenes that I don't think colleges tell you that they are looking at. Because if a college did poorly in their rankings the year prior, they're going to be more strict on what they accept the next year. So kids that got in the year prior on a certain GPA and taking certain classes and it all worked out may not work out the same this year. Again, I am just trying to help with all of the resources that I could finally have time to put together, and just trying to make this process a little bit easier on the parents. I do have resources that are links in my bio. I have ones that I specifically did for essay writing, one that I did for scholarships and rec letters. I even put together a free college application starter pack that walks through the application process to try to break it down and make it a little bit easier for everybody. But I know this whole process is exhausting. And unfortunately, until things like how they get their money and all of these things change, this whole thing will never change, because I don't agree that a test score, I don't agree at the level of math class, I don't agree with their grades. They don't tell you anything about a kid that I think is important. And I think it puts a lot of pressure on kids. And unfortunately, it's one of those things we can't do anything about until the whole college thought process shifts. Until that all shifts, these are unfortunately the things that matter. And it's why it makes this process so difficult. So I totally get it. I've done this with 2 of my kids, hundreds of other high school kids. I've watched the happiness, I've watched the disappointment, and I've watched kids land exactly where they should be. And I've watched my students who had no thought of college or anything when they were 18, graduating high school. And I have seen them graduate from college because it just took their brain a bit to get to that point, because everybody's brains work a little bit different. I just wanted to tell you, you are not alone in this thought, and I totally get it.